Today's video is a declutter. This is the first one I'm filming, and I'm going to be doing my bronzers. I do my declutters a little bit differently. I just do them my own way, and I do have a video kind of talking about my goals for 2019 as far as decluttering, panning, and also buying makeup. So if you're interested in kind of what my thoughts are and my thought process about decluttering and everything else, I will link that video so you can check that out. But it might seem like I do things a little differently. I will be dividing these products into 3 categories instead of just going through and decluttering. So I will be dividing them into products that I know that I love and that I'm obviously going to keep, products that I don't love and want to pass on or possibly throw away or possibly sell, but most likely I will be passing them on to friends and family because I love to do that. That is like the most rewarding thing to do to encourage me to declutter. And then the third category is products that I'm unsure about, and I'm going to put those in a separate spot in my collection. And one of my goals in 2019 is to have gone through all of the products that I'm unsure about and either keep them or pass them on. So that's how I do my declutter. That's kind of like a quick snippet of how I'm going to do things, but let's just jump in. Okay, first I'm going to start by getting all of my contour, oh my gosh, gross, all of my contour palettes out so I can like visually see them, and then I'm going to go through them. Let's do that. Okay, so here are all of my contour bronzer. Wait, nope, there's more, and I have no space. This is really annoying, isn't it? There, that's better. Okay, so this is the Alexis and ColourPop little duo. I don't believe you can purchase this anymore. I think this is one of the first ones they came out with. I really love this product. I'm gonna put it in my one that I need to try more though, because I wanna really know how I feel about this. I don't know if it's really a bronzer or highlighter on me. I love the quality of it. I'm just not sure about the shade, so I definitely need to test this out more. I know that this is amazing and I loved it, so I'm gonna put that one in my need to try more category. This is the e.l.f. Contour Kit, some really nice shades in there, and I do like this one. It has this kind of like a highlighter. It's more of like a glowing setting powder, and then a yellowish under eye setting powder, and 2 decent contour bronzer shades. I really like these, and these pans pop out. I have quite a few of these e.l.f. quad palettes, and I'm gonna hang on to that one. This is the cream contour palette, so I'm gonna put that aside. This is by Makeup Revolution, and this is just their iconic light and contour pro palette. This was nice, but it didn't blow my socks off, and there's quite a few shades in here that I can't really use, or you know, I wouldn't use in contouring or highlighting. Like there's a shimmery highlighter here and a shimmery highlighter here that are both too light for me. This shade is way too light for me. This one would be usable, and then these shades are nice, but I have plenty of other bronzer and contour shades, so since these ones don't work for me, I'm gonna pass this on to someone who would get use out of all the shades, because I know I get questions from like friends and family about contouring a lot, so I love to like pass along my products that I like, and this is definitely a good product. It's just the colors, it's not made for my skin tone. This is the Lorac Take Me to Tantego bronzer palette. I adore this palette. This is one of my goals to hit pan on this year, or this in 2019, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this. This is going in the love category for sure because I love this one. I also think this is discontinued, but I'm not somebody who declutters makeup just because it's discontinued. That I would declutter it if it was discontinued and I didn't love it, but if I love it, I'm still going to keep it and use it. That's just who I am. And yeah, this one by NYX, I really do like this one. It's starting to get hard pan, that's weird. Yeah, I was thinking I might pass it on, but then the fact that it's getting hard pan, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm really undecided on this one. I'm gonna put this in the undecided category. This is the e.l.f. bronzer palette. This one is pretty similar to that Lorac one that I had, that Take Me to Tantego, so I'm actually gonna declutter this one, pass it on to somebody else who will get more use out of it. I really do like this one. I like the Lorac one better, but this is a good quality one. It's just, I don't need it. All right, this one is for sure, this is like perfect for the I don't know category, because I bought this one. I don't know how many times I've used it, but like can't be more than 3. It smells really good though. And I hear so many people raving about it. I bought it just because I love the idea of like all of these matte neutral shades that you could use for contouring on your face and contouring on your eyes and just everything. I just love the concept, but I don't reach for it ever, and I need to make myself reach for it, or I need to pass it on. So I'm going to put that in the need to try more category. This is the Tarte Clay Play palette, by the way. you were wondering. This one I purchased at, I think it was CVS, but it was some sort of, I think it was like an as seen on TV or something deal. I was intrigued by it and I wanted to kind of try it and review it, and I like it, but I don't love it. And again, it's another one that's like nice, but it's just not anything special that I don't have in other things, and so I'm actually gonna pass this one on as well. This is Jerome Alexander Magic Mineral Contour Kit. I don't know much about this brand, and like I said, I didn't hate it, but it's not something I'm ever gonna reach for because I have ones that I like better, so I'm gonna pass this one along too. Speaking of ones I like better, here's my Anastasia Contour Kit. This is like OG. As you can see, it's very dirty and falling apart, and I hit pan on the yellow shade, yay. I really do like this contour kit. I like the banana shade. These ones I don't use as much, but I will hang on to them. I don't mind having a few things like this because I am someone who experiments, and I will go in and do crazy stuff sometimes and try mixing shades. I just don't need like 10 contour palettes that have these shades in them. Do you know what I mean? I'll keep a few though. Anyways, this is just really sentimental. I actually remove these pans quite often when I'm traveling and bring certain ones with me and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hang on to this one for sure. That's a love. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in Tan to Deep. So same thing as that one, only that one was light to medium. This one is Tan to Deep. So there's actually one in between that's, I think, medium to tan or something. This one I got at TJ Maxx. That's why I have this one. And I like these shades too. They're more bronzery than contour-y for me. And I actually don't even know if these are in the right order because I recently depotted this to travel, so this might be the wrong order, but I do like this palette. I am going to keep this one, and yeah, this is gonna go in the love category. This is the Tarteist Contour Kit, the original one, and I still really like this. It's not one that I reach for that often, but I'm gonna hang on to it for now just because I love the blush shade. This is kind of like a setting powder type of a thing in here and the concept of it, and I'm not ready to let it go, so I'm just gonna hang on to this one for now. I will put that in my need to try category though. This is a little trio from Ulta brand, Cheek Highlight and Bronze. I think I like this one okay, but it wasn't like amazing. I feel like Ulta brand products are good or great, and this one is just good, if that makes sense. So like it's very, very nice, usable. I'm gonna pass it on to someone who will love it, but it's not outstanding, and I definitely do have things that I like more. Should we just go here? So I actually mentioned this not in 2017, I think it was 2016, disappointing products. I have no idea why I've kept it this long. I didn't like this product. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I didn't like it, and this was obviously way before the drama with Kat Von D or anything, and I never loved this like everyone else. All of the pans have hard pan on it, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I might end up just tossing it. I might actually depot this shade right here because this is kind of intriguing to me. I wonder if I can. All the other shades look pretty gross, so I don't know, or maybe I'll just scrape off the top and then pass it on to somebody who wants to try it. But yeah, I don't like this, and I don't need to be keeping it. This Makeup Revolution palette, I definitely need to try this one more. This is the HD Pro Powder Contour Palette. This is, I don't know if you were keeping track, but this is the second contour palette that I have from Makeup Revolution. They're one of those brands that has a lot of versions of the same thing, you know, but this one I feel like has a little bit better range, and it doesn't have any of those shimmery highlighter shades, so I'm gonna hang on to this one and give it some more love. All right, let's get into these guys here. Just a bunch of random. Okay, so this one's cream, so I'm gonna keep that there. All right, so these are all my e.l.f. compacts. They all have multiple shades in them. This is the golden bronzer. Here is the same one in the shade Warm. They look so similar. I guess this one is a little bit maybe deeper. I think, okay, we'll start with these. So these are really nice, really pretty. I've had them for a while. I'm gonna be passing these on because I have things that I reach for more than I would reach for these. Like I said, they're nice, but they're not like my top favorite, so I'm gonna pass both of these along. Now, let's see here. These are the Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duos. And let's see, this one is in Turks and Caicos. This one doesn't have a name. Some of these are real old too, just FYI. This is St Lucia, and this is Fiji. This one is all matte. All right, so just looking at these, I definitely want to keep this one. It just has something unique about it. The deeper bronzer and the shimmery blush, and mixing the two, I feel like could be really pretty. So I'm gonna put this one in my need to try more category. The only other one that's really catching my eye is this one, honestly. I mean, I don't know, this one's pretty, but I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel like I would reach for it. And so I'm gonna pass this one on, and then this one is also really pretty, but that bronzer shade is not gonna be my shade, and then that blush shade is beautiful, but somebody else will get better use out of it. I have blushes, plenty of blushes like that, which will probably be the next thing I declutter. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna hang on to this one. This, again, really pretty. This is St. Lucia. I'm gonna hang on to this one, you give it some love and see how I feel. But I like the idea of mixing these two shades too to get kind of like a blushy bronzer in one. I'm gonna try that. This is the Morphe Highlight and Contour Palette in 8H Hi-Fi. I love this. I wouldn't call it a contour palette. I would call it a highlighter and bronzer palette, because I use these as bronzers, not really to contour, although I do interchange the two often, but they're more bronzers for me. I love these powders. I love the quality of the powders. I love the shades. I love mixing these highlighters to get different effects. This is a beautiful palette, and I'm definitely keeping this. Another one that I absolutely love, this is by Lorac, my Pro Contour Palette. This is well loved. Again, as you can see, I hit pan on the yellow shade. I'm gonna hang on to this one for sure. I would love to hit pan on at least this medium contour. I was kind of aiming for that this year, but it didn't happen yet. So this is another one that I'm just gonna hang on to because I love it. I have these two Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kits. This is the original one that first came out, and then this is the deep version. I think, is it medium to deep or deep, the darker version. They both came with these cute little brushes. I don't use these enough. I'm not ready to say that I don't like them. I'm not ready to pass them on. I know that this one worked a little bit better for me, but it's interesting because I like the bronzer shade in this one better. So I'm gonna keep them both for now and put them in need to use, need to be in the rotation more category.